What is going on, guys, and welcome to today's weekly outlook video. In today's weekly outlook video, we are going to do a weekly outlook on the crypto markets, because I think you can all understand that our focus should be on the crypto markets right now, because that's where the money is to be made at this point. What we can see is that Bitcoin has seen another huge pump over the weekend, actually, to new yearly highs and also new highs in general for a very long period of time. Bitcoin has reached my target that I've been discussing with you guys in last week weekly outlook video. My target was this buy side liquidity high over here. We smashed right through it, and we are currently continuing our way towards the upside. Now, I hope you guys have been watching my videos over the past weeks and months, and that you guys knew that you shouldn't short without confirmation. Everyone that has been shorting without confirmation has been getting wrecked like a maniac over here, guys. It's actually insane. And those shorts of those people that were building these shorts near this resistance area and did not wait for a shift in trend, they all are getting wrecked right now. And I do believe there's more stops resting over here around $43,000. Now, currently Bitcoin remains pumping towards the upside. And in today's weekly outlook video, we are going to discuss Bitcoin, but we are also going to discuss a few altcoins that are looking interesting. And I'm actually going to give you guys a free trade setup on one of those altcoins. So let's dive straight into it, because we can see, like I said, Bitcoin flipped this crucial resistance area. Okay. Now, I've been telling you guys to wait for confirmation before you start shorting, and I hope you guys listen. Right now, this area of resistance is the area to hold for Bitcoin. And I will start telling you guys why. First of all, this was a valid supply area, okay? So we did see a few reasons why this was a valid supply area. We swept low time frame liquidity over here while the supply was being formed. If we zoom in, we have this bearish fair value gap beneath the supply area as well. But the thing that was missing, and the thing why I wouldn't limit short this supply, was that there was no inducement at all. Understand? Now, a lot of stops were resting above this high, but even more stops are right now currently probably resting above this high over here. I'm not too sure whether we'll reach it, but this looks extremely strong. This over here right now looks like bullish reaccumulation before further upside. Now, why is this a critical area to hold right now for the Bitcoin price? You have to realize previous supply, if it gets flipped, it turns into demand. So it turns into a breaker block. So right now on the daily time frame and also on the 3-day time frame, we can smallen this supply a little bit like this. This turns into a crucial breaker block for the Bitcoin price. Okay, so you can either decide to take this one or this one. I'm simply going to take this one. And I think this breaker block needs to hold for the Bitcoin price. Now, also, if we zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see that if we fall below this breaker block, there's also a decent chance that we are going to shift structure over here. If we want to shift structure to the downside, this is the low to break. Why? Because this is the higher low that we form after this fresh high compared to this high. So this is the higher low that is now bringing us to this fresh high over here. So that's the low to break in order to shift the trend. Now, this would be a little bit of a weird shift, right? Because this low is quite far away. So is this a highly likely scenario right now? In my opinion, it isn't. What I would be waiting for is for Bitcoin to go for this buy side liquidity over here around $43,000. I would enjoy the trend as long as it lasts. If we get strong confirmation after taking out this buy side liquidity over here, with a sweep like this, with a shift trend like this, this can be a swing short trigger over here. Okay, targeting all of this liquidity over here. But until we do, try to focus on altcoins, because that's where the money is to be made right now. And that's definitely something a lot of people are currently forgetting. And let me show you guys why I do think that altcoins could be outperforming Bitcoin right now. Because that's what I mainly want to go over in today's video. I mainly want to go over altcoins. And this Bitcoin dominance chart is exactly showing to us why altcoins might be outperforming Bitcoin. The Bitcoin dominance chart might be in the middle of an ABC correction, okay? I marked out this daily supply area that we have over here. Now, this is a valid daily supply, right? Because we swept this high over here. Now, I know the Bitcoin dominance chart doesn't exactly work like other charts, but still, you can chart it and the analysis can definitely get respected. Now, on the 4-hourly time frame, we have this beautiful inducement below that supply area, which we're currently taking out. And we are potentially forming an A, B, C wave to the downside at last, okay? So we can see this A wave consists out of 3 waves. This B wave consists out of 3 waves. And now we know that the C wave is usually very, very impulsive. So that usually consists out of 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a very impulsive one. Now let's say I am correct on my thesis on Bitcoin dominance and it is indeed topping out. That would mean that, like I said, this C wave would be very impulsive, right? Now that means that altcoins will start outperforming Bitcoin quite hard if this C wave will be this impulsive and if Bitcoin obviously doesn't puke. So that means that we should be looking at altcoins instead of Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum has been following my plan absolutely beautifully, okay? So the plan that I've been sharing on Twitter, the plan that I've been sharing on Discord, this plan over here, I posted it exactly over here on the retest of this hour 1 breaker block, and it has been pumping ever since. Another reason why I expect altcoins to outperform Bitcoin. Okay, Ethereum is looking extremely strong. If we are quickly going to remove these drawings and we are going to move our ass to the daily chart, we can see that Ethereum is also breaking out of this crucial resistance area over here. Now that means if you break out of such a crucial resistance area of this high time frame accumulation range, that the price should start searching for buy-side liquidity. Now, this is a top of a bearish daily order block, but it's a low probability order block. If we are going to move towards the 4-hourly chart, we can see that we have equal highs resting over here around $2,457. That remains my target for Ethereum. As long as this range high area holds this gray box, I expect Ethereum to run higher. Probably if price is truly bullish, guys, we are not going to get a retest of this area, okay? Because everyone would get the opportunity to get in. You should have already positioned yourself in Ethereum and altcoins by now, okay? If we're going to get a bullish retest, I think you have to be a little bit cautious over here because I think this doesn't make sense. Usually when price is truly bullish, it just keeps on pumping and leaves everyone behind over here towards this buy-side liquidity around $2,457. But altcoins are still lagging behind a little bit, guys. The first one that we want to discuss is Chainlink. Now, what could be a scenario to once again get in on this Chainlink chart? Well, obviously we are already holding this long since a lot lower. This is a beautiful long, but personally I would be willing to add to our current Chainlink long, to add a brand new position on this one if we are going to get a retest of this previous range high area. Okay, I do expect a high time frame buy side liquidity around $18.32 to get taken out over the upcoming weeks, and if price is kind enough to offer us a bullish retest of this range high, I think it's up to you to start looking for longs. A potential scenario could be is that you start laddering in some limit longs around the range high area over here with your stop loss beneath this quarterly level, targeting this high time frame buy side liquidity. This is a potential scenario that you can play. It's a 5RR trade. Now, also the EMAs are slowly approaching that high time frame range high over here on the 2-hourly, but especially also on the 1-hourly time frame. Very nice confluence. You do not want to lose these EMAs on the 1-hourly time frame. If you do, that usually is a sign of weakness. Okay, so that is very, very nice confluence for this potential long setup. Now let's move our assets to the next one, which is INJ. Okay, INJ, perfect entry as well. INJ struggling to break out above that range high area. Now, what could be a scenario where we want to position ourselves into another long position on INJ? Well, what I would be waiting for is to get a clean reclaim of this range high area. So we are seeing a lot of local bullish sweeps over here. If we now manage to reclaim this range high once again and open and close our 1 candles above this high, I think you are going to go for this buy side liquidity over here around $19.14. Okay, so in that case, you can enter a cheeky market long with your stop over here first target is this liquidity. I am not really sure if this is worth the RR, to be honest, but if you're targeting that high time frame buy side liquidity around $22.20, then it is definitely worth the RR. Okay, and if it remains above this range high area, if it breaks out and holds above, then it should pump higher. Okay, so that's definitely a scenario to watch, definitely a scenario to keep in mind. Now the last one, which is in my opinion the most interesting one, is Polkadot right now. We have an extremely clean range. This is a trade that I also gave in the VIP channel, just like INJ, just like Chainlink. Entered over here. Right now, what we are seeing is something very interesting, okay? We have this buy side liquidity resting for around $5.80, more buy side liquidity around $6.08 and $6.22. Now, what we are seeing locally is that we were seeing this local bullish sweep of this sell side liquidity over here. That bullish sweep resulted into this break of structure over here and the reclaim of this quarterly level. Now, if price is bullish, it should not visit this low over here again. So what I've done, since I'm already long on this position over here, I moved the stop loss of the original long position into profit below this low. And I added another long position, as you can see over here, with the same stop loss. So instead of moving the stop loss of the original position into profit, I am adding another position with 0.5 risk. So basically, if we get stopped out over here, we only lose about 0.5 RR. But if we now manage to pump higher towards my take profit target, I compound my profits like crazy because I added another long position over here. Okay, so this is definitely long that I would be willing to take if you guys are currently watching this video. Targets are this buy side liquidity, this buy side, and this buy side. If this trade plays out, I will make a lot of money once again, and that is definitely worth the risk, since we are only risking 0.5 RR if we get stopped out, and we already shaved massive profits on this Chainlink long with 2 take profit targets hit, and we also shaved massive profits on this INJ long with 1 take profit target hit. The markets are looking good. The markets are looking primed. Let's see if Bitcoin and Ethereum can continue higher. Let's see if the altcoins offer some bullish retest to get into a position. If you guys did enjoy today's YouTube video, today's weekly outlook video on the crypto markets, make sure to smash up the like button, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and guys, also don't forget to join our free Discord trading community. The link can be found in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao!